Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 25 of From the Van. It's a podcast from my van, where I have conversations with people who have relationships with residential vehicles. Today's episode features Billie and Kaleb, a couple living in a Freightliner Sprinter van that they converted into a living space, and their buddy Alex, who is currently living in an apartment in Brooklyn, but has been traveling the country in a early 2000s Dodge van. He's from Ohio, and the two of them are from North Carolina. We had a really good conversation about different facets and features of travel, and all of us have pretty different builds, and so it was cool to compare that sort of stuff. Enjoy episode 25 of From the Van. How did your follow-up visit at the auto parts store go?
Dude, it's a series of unfortunate events tonight. It just really is. So got the wrong set of tools, and then what did I go get? I went
to our van.
Oh yeah, no, I went 2.5 miles to another AutoZone to get parts that I ordered, and then came back. And I had to get tools and came back. Tools were wrong. So I went to go to his van to get tools.
Which was like a 17-minute bike ride.
15-minute bike ride each way. Bike chain broke.
Oh no.
Yeah, series of unfortunate events.
After you left us.
Yeah,
After we
bike
got
chain
there.
broke. I had to like skateboard the bike back. Basically like 1 foot on, 1 foot off. Just
Take it down.
I've been in that boat a
Yeah.
lot of times. Yeah.
And then you guys got threatened by this crazy guy, and so we couldn't work on the van. So I was like, what is going on?
Too many
tonight?
bad omens.
So are you just gonna take the hit on the ticket? Is that your plan?
No, I talked to my pops. He's the one who's really good with this stuff. Thankfully, I have him. He's like, we just took out one cotter pin.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, you should be able to move it. You should be fine. So
It's not gonna unscrew.
no.
You just basically need to swing it around the corner or something, right?
Yeah, well, it's gonna be an hour-long excursion at this time of night, basically.
Oh, you're
It
gonna
just
move
has
it
to be by
tonight?
9
I have to move
a.m.
it tonight. Yeah, it's moved by 9 a.m.
Oh
Right?
snap! I didn't
Yeah,
realize
so
you
just do it in the morning.
I go to work tomorrow morning at like 8 o'clock. Which is super convenient. People don't leave like with their cars till like 8:45.
What do you have to do to get it drive ready to move it to the other
It's drive
side?
ready. I just gotta find a parking spot.
Okay, makes sense.
Parking after like.
So he goes
7
and idles
o'clock.
around for an hour after he
It's
leaves
probably
here.
good we didn't start
my
doing it
gosh.
because we might, if we weren't able to get it done, then you wouldn't be able to move it.
Yeah, it's better that it happened now than like halfway through and we got sketched out.
You took a couple screws off and you're like,
And he's like, "Hey, I'll kill you." I was like, "Should we continue?"
All right, so this is going to be a super interesting episode because we got two for the price of one. We have two vans in the van, two vans in the van right now.
Two vans in the van.
That's weird. So
Vanception.
I'm surprised we were all at the same event. In
What a great
like
event.
November, December, early
Yeah, in
December.
December.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it was. Or no, I think it was
November.
Yes.
I think it was November. 'Cause
definitely
we were
November.
Fiesta
That
Island.
sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And Billie and Kaleb, you guys are from North Carolina,
Yep. Very
Denver,
Yeah.
and
How long have I lived there?
you're in a Sprinter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freightliner Sprinter. 144
The short one.
wheelbase. Yeah, short one.
Okay.
Fits in a parking spot.
Yeah.
There you
So-
go.
But what year is it?
2011.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it had a shit ton of miles on it when you bought it, right?
257,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was
But-
Okay.
And we've driven it about 35,000 miles, and it's not. I mean, we do regular oil changes and
Yeah.
yeah.
it's
And
been
it's doing
great.
fine.
Yeah,
it's
it's been
doing
great.
great. I mean,
We hope to
expect,
take it to 400.
Yeah, we definitely expect more life out of
Wow.
it for sure. For sure. It's a
400.
good. She's a good girl.
Yeah, and
So-
we just took it to the dealership, and they looked it all over because we had airbags. They got air recall or something, and they look it over when they're doing it. It's like a free recall.
Yeah, it's great to have them make sure nothing's
yeah.
about to fall apart.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
After they
so
just put faulty
Those are
airbags
sure.
in.
So what about when did you buy it?
January
First of
Oh my gosh.
New Year's
I
Day,
can't remember.
2018.
It's like 2 years ago.
January 1st, 2018.
Yeah,
New Year's
Yeah.
Day.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you bought it the day I started van life.
Did you really?
Yeah,
that's the day I
that's
started
right. I
van
think
life.
we did talk
I
about
remember
that.
making that
yeah.
connection.
That's wild.
And Alex, what are you in?
I'm in a Dodge Ram van 1500 short.
Okay.
So it's like short like this, but also short in lengthwise.
Yeah. What year is it?
2000.
Okay.
Had like 75 or 80,000 when we bought it, and I've put 50,000, 60,000 miles on it.
Okay.
A ton of miles, yeah. Well, that's like 3 cross-country trips, so that's like 2,000 miles each way, basically.
Where are you from?
From Ohio.
Okay.
From Northwest Ohio. Went to school there. Graduated college 2 years ago. 2-ish years ago. And, moved to California, like, that month, basically. I graduated, like, December 20th or something like that, December 18th. Basically just went straight to California, to LA. And, so I've been doing it since then up until... what have I been doing with my life, dude?
Been getting cool jobs.
Yeah, I've been traveling around still, actually, but I took a hiatus of like 2 or 3 months at home to run something with my brother. So I've been, but yeah, then it's like Georgia, Florida, California, mainly, New York, Maine, everywhere.
Cool.
Just bopping around, you know.
Just bopping
But you're
around.
not living in the van right now. You got a place in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And
I
we're
live right
parked
next to
like half a mile from it right now.
Yeah,
So.
like a few blocks.
Yeah.
Blocks, something like that. Yeah, it's nice. I don't know. It's just being in the spot makes you want to be in the van again. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have a nice, like a big bedroom. I have my own bedroom. I have 2 roommates, and I pay $10.50 a month in rent,
Okay.
not including utilities. So that's probably like $11.50. Yeah, it's like I just go there to like sleep. You know, I'm very outgoing and social, so I'll just go there to sleep. You know, I don't get back to like.
Do you
10 or
regret
11.
it? How long have you been here?
I've been in New York like a month and a half.
Oh, so you don't want to
No, like
live in
2
the
months,
van
2
when it
months.
gets cold, man.
No.
Not here.
No. Which did a few days in the van when it was hot. And it was miserable.
Also miserable.
Miserable. Which is
Yeah.
arguably worse.
Sure.
Because you can't. I mean, I was in Florida for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
A few months ago during the summer, like peak summer, like July, August. And yeah, it's like you're literally completely naked, starfished under your bed with no blankets and all your windows open, and you
feel you,
still
dude.
are sweating from every pore. Like there's nothing you can do.
Never dry.
Exactly. You commit to not sleeping at night
That's
because
why I
it's
have
not
this
possible.
wonderful spritzer. Just kidding.
Jeez, the spritzer would
I feel
be
like-
powerless.
Yeah, I've slept in here at 16 degrees with just the dog, and I've slept in here at 85 degrees with the dog, and I was way more miserable at 85, which is
Yeah.
not very hot. Not nearly as hot as 16 is cold, but it's like you can regulate when you just
Exactly.
put more covers on or close the fan or
Socks,
whatever it
sweatshirt.
is.
Do y'all have a little fan to like push some air in here?
No, we have window fairings on the front windows
These
so
are
that we can
cracked.
leave them cracked.
Sure, yeah.
And so
Yeah,
this,
guy.
you know, it can either
Right.
move this like to the front or to the back
I
of the
see.
van.
I almost got us a little one before this trip because we were always in San Diego, so it's not too bad.
Yeah,
But
sure.
I almost
Yeah.
bought like a little one that goes into the USB, but we haven't really been too hot like during
True.
the day, but
Do you just have panels
it
up top?
chills at night. Yeah, we have 300 watts of solar, 3 solar panels.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
didn't
even
notice
see
those.
them.
Yeah, I didn't even notice them when I
Yeah.
walked out.
they sort of fit under the rails that the
Rails,
roof rack would,
that's
would
nice.
mount on. So yeah, it's a pretty stealth little vehicle. What's your build? I didn't get to see the inside of your van. What's going on in there?
Yeah, so it's. I want to do it like yours. I've been meaning to switch mine up, actually rip everything out and do exactly like this. But basically, mine is the back half of the van. You know, so there's 2 doors, right? You know, they open like this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where this one starts, right here, basically my bed starts, and it goes all the way back. And
Okay.
it's the whole back of the van.
Yeah.
And then I have,
but it's
like-
fixed. It's like permanent.
Yeah,
Not
it's-
convertible.
It's
Yeah.
not convertible. Yes, it's super done.
Uh-huh.
But then, like, I have basically like a food shelf that goes like, you know, from here. So my bed starts like here, goes all the way back, and then I have like a food shelf on this side that has like 5 gallons of water, and then all my food. And then the bed has like a big pull-out drawer that has compartments for clothes, and
Yeah.
this thing that's here with the food has like, you know, food drawers and.
And do you
sports.
have power?
No power.
Fan or anything
No
like
fan.
that? Okay. So it's extra brutal when it's warm because you don't have
terrible.
the.
It's brutal.
My thinking with the whole like stationary fan is that like air blowing in your face just dehydrates you, but air circulating through the van regulates the temperature to whatever it is outside, as opposed to letting the van heat up with your body temperature and stuff. And so circulation is a big deal. Do you have anything for that at all? Or
No.
you just sort of crack the windows?
Crack the windows, yeah, crack the
Did you
windows.
get eaten up by mosquitoes when you were in Florida? That sounds gnarly.
I'm trying to think. I think it was too hot for the mosquitoes, dude. They were pissed. They were like, no.
Yeah, if you don't
They peaced
remember.
out. Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, I one time I stayed in the van in 0 degrees.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now that's probably worse than 85 degrees.
Oh
0
yeah, I'm
degrees,
sure.
It was literally like fetal position, naked. So like
The
heat
cold's coming
conducts
from
more.
every side.
I don't know why you're naked for too much heat and you're naked for too much cold because you want the heat to conduct. I had 6 blankets on me, and the only thing that was exposed to the cold was my tip of my nose like this, because like everything would freeze, like you know, like, so my tip of my nose is literally like nearly frozen.
It's hard to go to sleep in like 0 degree weather.
It's hard to go to sleep
Yeah, no
with
kidding.
covers all over your face up until every inch you're blocked like this.
Dang, dude. You're on the other end of the spectrum. Colette and Spin and I are like in between the two of you guys, because you have
As far as like
you have like a pretty. We had drinks and granola balls, which actually Colette
I
makes
make
all the time now.
Yeah.
So thank you for the
Our
recipe.
favorite. We make
Oh
them.
my
We just
gosh,
keep a
yes.
container and like eat
Seriously?
it with spoon. It's like so good.
Somebody gets hangry, put that stuff in their face.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
we
Yeah.
make that all the time.
And it's like the best way to make van friends too, because chances are they're always hungry.
oh,
Well, we
yeah.
came into your van and it's like you guys have the bed where the platform that's the center of the bed raises up and turns into
So
the table,
yeah.
Right.
and you can like have a bunch of
We have
people
2
hang
benches.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was actually surprised just now that I know more and I've been studying more about different sizes of vans and stuff. I was surprised to hear that you guys have the short wheelbase, because it felt so
big.
spacious in there
Yeah.
when we were in
Yeah.
there.
That was definitely a huge thing that we wanted to incorporate.
Keep it open.
though, to keep it as open as possible.
it's so friendly in there.
Yeah.
It really is a nice space. So just like in terms of when it's just you guys, right? Because I know Colette and I have slightly different sleeping habits. And I prefer the van in this couch mode.
Oh, really?
Just because like I don't want to do anything other than the business and sleeping when I'm in bed. And like I want to do everything else like outside of bed,
Right,
you know?
of course.
And so like I prefer the van in couch mode. Colette loves it in bed mode, and so and it's great like this. And so if we're gonna be spending the entire day like out in a city or out hiking or whatever, a lot of times we leave it
He's not trying
in.
to steal your treat.
He's going down this thing.
Hey.
A lot of times we will leave
Let's
it.
disinfect it real quick.
A lot of times we will leave it in bed mode all day.
Yeah.
Do you guys always convert your situation? Because I dream about a static bed.
We
You
leave
know,
it. We
like a
leave it.
set one like
we leave
you
it in. We leave it in bed mode, but it's also to where it's kind of
Every
designed
once
to where
in a
like you can
while.
leave it in bed mode and it doesn't affect much. at
Yeah,
all,
like we, especially if it's just the two of us, there's like enough space for us to still sit on the bed and have like counter space to eat or something.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
we
yeah,
need
yeah.
to, or like work on the laptop or something.
If you guys are in bed mode, there's like nothing you can do in here. Probably.
It's the whole freaking.
It's the whole thing. Yeah.
Like, and all of my electronics are over here. So if it's like I'm crawling over her, my
Yeah,
my
okay.
knees
So-
interface, and
Yeah.
it's cumbersome. And that's why I fantasize about being able to sleep, getting a bigger van so that we could sleep sideways, laterally,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and then have like a little love seat up here. So somebody
Yeah,
gets up
yeah.
early or stays up late or whatever, you can go over and computer or whatever you need to do.
Sure.
You know, make
just
coffee
like
or whatever it is.
I don't like sitting just like straight, like with my feet on the ground. I like spread it out, or, like
Sure.
sit
Yeah,
in your positions. I
100%.
don't like get to do that, especially these two take up most of the couch. So
I can't do
I
work.
have to like squish myself somewhere.
Yeah, makes sense.
I have the same captain's chair set up like this, like where this chair turns around.
The swivel, yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
great.
don't know. I can't work in like that position. Like
Yes.
in my swivel chair, I don't know what it is. Like,
Huh.
You know?
I can put my feet up on the
Like,
bed.
I wish I had something like this where you have like a couch, basically.
Yeah.
You can, like, I don't know why that
And you could have like a little
makes me think I'd do more
table
work.
or something if you really needed a table.
Yeah.
Because like, do you use a counter space as far as like? But like, I mean,
Is it a
that
stovetop?
works perfectly.
Yeah, we have a little butane
One
stove
burner.
under
Nice.
here, a
Nice.
little single burner butane stove.
Nice.
I don't work on the computer
Yeah.
up here really.
Yeah.
I do it on my lap
Yeah, that-
usually. And so
Perfect.
our workaround for the moment is I'll swivel this seat 90 degrees, right? And then
Yeah, hey. Do it
because it
halfway with the bed
won't
out.
go turned all the way around with the bed out, but I can go up there and work.
Very true.
Yeah. Do you guys have swivels in your?
I can.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
But it's
Yeah.
you know, it's we put a like a shoe rack on the back of it, so it's kind of a mission to swing around. but
Because you got to
It's
move the
not
shoe rack.
that
we
bad.
can do it. We
worth
definitely don't do it very often.
I
but-
thought about doing
Yeah.
that, but yeah, it seems like wouldn't work too well.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah, but I mean, I'm definitely glad we have somewhere to put our shoes down because it was like a problem
Oh yeah.
before. So, but we love having the swivel because we just love having people over so much. So it's an extra seat, which is great. Or if somebody needs space, like
Yeah.
just be like,
Create
okay,
a
I'm
little
the
area
front
up
of the
front if
van.
you need
You
to.
can stay back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
Do you Oh, here's what I want to talk about. You guys did something that we have not experienced at all yet. This is sort of our first because we're almost exclusively stationed in Southern California.
Yeah.
That's where we work and all of that. And so we like do little missions and we'll go on little trips and stuff. But this is sort of our first like big, like super long trip. We have not caravanned with anybody yet.
Really?
You guys went all the way down into Baja and stuff, right? With like a
Yeah.
group of other people. How was that?
One other couples, and then we met other people down there. We caravan
Yeah.
like for 2 months with one couple.
Okay.
Specifically, Matt and
Erica?
Erica.
Matt and Erica, yeah.
You guys were there for 2 months?
Yeah, we had 2
Wow.
months.
They're honestly the best travel partners too. It's so
Yeah,
sweet when
that
you
was really
get
fun.
people who are like right in the same rhythm as you are. I mean,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
can travel well with somebody, makes
Yeah,
your
yeah, it was
life
awesome.
amazing.
So what'd you do?
Yogi on the road.
Yogi on the road and Matt Ty
Okay.
Robertson. So,
Right.
yeah,
They're in Oregon right now working. It's
yeah, super jelly of them.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so we went and met them in Southern California at some BLM land before we went across the border. Met up with them, crossed the border, and
Which you guys also met at Van Life Meetup.
We did. We met.
we
We
did.
met them for the
Oh,
first
that
time
same
at that
thing.
van life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, we had seen
Everybody.
a couple of their YouTube videos before, and we're like, "Hey, we know you guys," and they're like, "You don't know us." We're like, "No, we know you."
No, you know,
So yeah,
Yeah.
but it was cool. Yeah, I mean, traveling with them is great. I think especially if you're gonna go to another country, it's really nice to have one other person there. I think if you get more than one other van, sometimes it's like maybe too many, especially
I've
when
heard
you're
about
first
that.
going down.
Coordinate.
Yeah, but
because everyone kind of wants to.
I want to
their
do
own-
my thing.
Yeah, and-
Yeah.
but it's like, oh, we don't want to break up the group because we're in a foreign country. Or
yeah, after a while you're just like, we're just gonna break up and then come back together. So it's all good.
yeah.
But yeah, and then we also caravanned with like Chris and Taylor, the Adventure Allens. Super cool. They showed up later, and then
I've been trying to hook up with those guys. I met them at a different
Yeah.
thing.
really.
And then when we went
they were
up
also at the
to
meetup.
San Francisco, I didn't meet them at that one, but I met them at a subsequent one. And I've been trying to meet up with or hook up with them, and we just kept missing each other when we were both in Northern California. We'll get them eventually. They're from Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
nice people. They're
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Mobile, I think. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Wait, Alabama? I thought they were from Georgia.
They're
They are from Georgia.
Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Taylor's definitely from Mobile, for sure.
Well,
Oh, really?
you know, two people can be from different places.
Yeah,
It's okay.
exactly.
true.
She's from Mobile. He's from Atlanta.
Dude, that video, that van life video. Oh my
Stop.
God. Kayla, dude. Have you seen the
Yeah.
video
No.
of Chris for the van life in San Diego? Some news reporter
Cut
went
tape.
to like went to Fiesta Island for the van life meetup. Started like filming people.
The one before
People.
the one we went to, I think is what they went to.
Is it? I thought it was one.
I don't think it was the one we went to. No,
No, it was the one we were at.
I don't think so.
100%.
Because I remember him talking about it, just like, oh, it's just,
I
just happened.
remember
I was
them.
like, what?
I remember
They just
seeing
released
what was
it
going on.
recently afterwards or something.
Yeah.
You gotta see this video.
Whatever.
It's a
Basically,
really dramatic video.
it's,
yeah.
They were talking about like van
didn't-
lifers in California.
They didn't shed the
it was like
best
a,
light
it was like a
on,
local
on van
news
lifers
program.
at all.
Yeah, no, they were definitely
Totally
trying to spin.
Did not understand it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah. Caravanning with people is great.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, especially when you're going to a foreign country
Yeah.
like Mexico.
I'll send
Yeah.
you the link to the video.
I mean, we came to with you for a little while too. Like when we went to Joshua
We went to Joshua Tree, we went to
Yeah,
Slab City.
that was
We didn't
cool.
camp
Slab
at
City
Slab
was
City,
so
but
cool. Wait, Joshua
y'all been to Slab
Tree?
City?
I'm trying to think of what. Oh,
Josh-
yeah,
or Joshua Tree,
Joshua
or-
Tree.
Joshua Tree, no, we haven't been together yet, but we've both been.
okay.
Yeah, I've been to Slab City.
We
Slab City.
drove.
Scary
Did you like?
place.
Have you stayed overnight in Slab City?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Don't do it.
We didn't do it, but
We didn't do it.
I was just kind of. I was like,
Yeah, I probably don't need to do that.
no.
I've been there and I was
cool.
like, oh, I see this and, you know,
Time to go.
rather be in Brooklyn.
We met some of the
Yeah,
locals.
seriously.
We met some of the locals.
We did, yeah.
I met some of the locals and
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons. Well,
This guy was just carrying like a small bag of like trash and a Budweiser, and he just sits down in the middle of nowhere.
What is
Which
this?
remember there was like that cafeteria? We thought
yeah,
it was
you
Oh,
think you're a
yes.
minimalist, bro. This guy's got a bag of trash and a Budweiser and he's
no,
good.
the Budweiser's in the bag of trash,
He
dude.
knows what he needs.
The Budweiser's in the bag of trash.
Oh.
And the trash bag was like a
He's
small,
making a cocktail.
something, dude. It was like full of liquid, like half full of liquid, and then the beer was just floating in there, and I was like,
That's the dude
Is
we
he
talked
gonna
to at the
drink
little cafe, right?
It's like a fish
yeah, the
bowl.
little cafe.
Yeah, I remember we sat
He
on
was talking
top
about like the big pipe dream behind Slab City, you know.
Yeah, kind of bad.
It was the same dude.
Yeah,
Same guy.
everybody's that guy now.
Everyone's
So,
okay.
in terms of, have you guys been working while you've been on the road?
Not while we've been on the road.
We
No.
we
Good,
stopped
bud.
to work for a couple
Spin.
months. I nannied and Caleb worked like some hard manual labor.
Where at?
Some HM.
North Carolina, where
Okay.
we're from.
Yeah.
We went back
So-
June and July. Our brother-in-law.
Niece and nephew were born. So
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so two
it's
new
cool.
babies in the family, and
yeah,
we
it's
Right.
awesome.
spent 2 months there. It was good. I mean,
Yeah.
we were able to like get kind of jobs and turned out to be cool.
Yeah. So we've while we've been on the road, we have really focused on not spending money or just like spending money as only as much as we can. I
Mhm.
think. Or,
Yeah. So we've been trying to be like just hyper frugal, and
Yeah. Exactly.
you know,
That's been our job.
that's our job. That's our job. It's like spend all our
pay
time,
attention.
like, you know, work. Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to get the most value out of what we're doing.
What's a free thing you can do and that
Sure,
sort of
yeah.
deal, yeah.
Because we're not
How
like
long is it
on
if you-
vacation, you know.
How long are we going to be here?
In Brooklyn, or like New York.
We're in the city until we have our next
Wednesday night
appointment
or
is
Thursday morning?
Thursday in Media, Pennsylvania.
I'll give you guys a few links to places, to websites. These are like most of the stuff that we did.
Yeah.
It's like the concerts and stuff. Yeah, it's like a bunch of free stuff that's around town.
Oh, cool.
It's like
Super cool.
really cool stuff, like cool shows, like cool events.
True.
Especially the weekend's gonna be full of things. There's an acorn. There's acorn trees above us.
Everyone's like, whoops.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll send it to you
Purge.
guys.
I used to live here for years.
Yeah,
and
super cool.
I'm excited to be back and show Marty all my favorite bars, dive bars to go to.
Where'd you live at around here?
I lived in Midtown East and the Upper East Side.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Swanky.
Because my school was up there, so I knew I wouldn't make it to class if I had to take the train.
Yeah.
So I had to live a 10-minute walk.
I definitely would.
So I was always hungover, you know, so I had to crawl to work or to school and to work.
I don't want to go.
I think your
What's the
light
difference?
might be on in your phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. It's beacon. You can find
It's a lot of
yourself.
work to just move the leg and, you know.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
The phone has no service.
What have you guys encountered? Have you guys encountered adversity apart from like some bad press in San Diego? Which
Adversity.
As van
like,
lifers?
yeah. You've been
like,
fucked with like in
No.
New York at all?
like for living in a van.
Yeah.
It's like people like.
Like-
There was a
Cops
lady at a
harassing you or
Walmart
something?
parking lot one time.
When was this? Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, we left the door open when we were cooking and she was just like
what was this?
freaking about our door being open. So just
Oh yeah, no, that was.
Yeah,
not
but
fun.
other than that, no, not really. I mean,
There was a dude who came and knocked on our window, but like it was like 2 a.m. He was just like he lived literally knocking on everybody's window in the parking lot.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't. We weren't targeted.
I
At a
don't,
Walmart too?
Yeah.
This was a Walmart, like, where were we?
I don't remember.
New Mexico or really rural
On our way
areas,
home.
middle of
Uh-huh.
nowhere. We needed a place to stay.
Was he an authority figure or just a guy that liked banging on things?
I think
Authority figure?
I think he was definitely not an authority figure.
No. He was.
Bang, bang, bang. Hey guys, how's it going?
I don't know if he was totally there.
Just
What do you have
making
to-
music.
Yeah.
I don't know if he
This is
was.
a beautiful drum.
No, but I don't think we've ever really had anybody come up to us because we lived in a van and I don't know, talk to us badly about it.
Yeah.
No, usually
Anyway.
mostly.
I think
Decent reactions, yeah.
people will look at us funny when we roll out of, bed at the Walmart parking lot, you
Right.
know, and go to the bathroom. We
Yeah,
haven't
Walmart's
done
a-
anything yet, you know?
And that's usually when we're like driving long distances
just
and we just
jealous.
need places to stay
Yeah,
along
just
the way.
jealous.
It's like we drove all day and we're gonna stay at a Walmart and get up and drive again.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
do that pretty regularly.
Oh, yeah,
too.
so-
Walmart's
Yeah.
I find that
play.
the demographic of the people at a Walmart generally are more interested in what we're doing
Yeah.
than they are judgmental.
Sure.
We had a guy bang on the van yesterday. We were in Montreal.
What?
Well, no. So we pulled up and we actually knew right next to Mount Royal Park in Montreal, which is the big
Sure.
public mountain park on the
Oh,
island.
pretty.
And we knew, because we'd been there the day before, exactly what the schedule was for the parking, where you could park
Hey,
free.
spin. Oh, man.
Where you could park free. And this guy comes up. We were the first people there because it was like at 10 p.m. you can park here. And we pull up. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
He didn't bite me hard. He didn't bite me
over
hard. He's
He's had a tummy ache lately.
Yeah, I think
he's
he's-
been being kind of a dick.
Go over
he
here.
he did not put any pressure on those
yeah.
Okay.
on my fingers.
He just like
He
is
might have
like
just
get
been
away from
scared.
me. He doesn't.
But
Yeah.
he just
Do
went and nuzzled
Yeah,
me,
but
like
he
pet me. He
licked
just
you.
I know.
he nuzzled me,
he's
like
very
pet me.
I don't know. Hey,
Did it to
bud.
me too?
Buddy.
Huh? What's that about?
Poor little guy.
What's your
Aw,
deal?
maybe he's just not feeling good.
I think that's what it is.
He had a real bad tummy ache the other day.
Oh, and then he's coming over to love you.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Like a
Make
So-
up your mind, Spin.
We pulled up to this place, and we knew exactly when we were allowed to be there.
Okay.
And so 3 minutes before it went to public parking, we pulled up, and
He's like, Mom, hey.
It's like I need a snack.
Come here. Come up front. Yeah, you sit right there. Just chill out.
this 81-year-old man, I know he's 81 because he told me eventually, comes and he's like knocking on the van, and Colette's scared of this guy. He's like,
I'm,
knocking all
half
around the
asleep,
van
and
and
I'm
stuff.
like, don't knock on my fucking window.
That is a scary sound. Very scary sound.
And he's speaking French a million miles an hour at me.
What?
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, I don't speak French. I'm sorry. I'm from California, as you can see by the plates on my van. And he was asking me, I figured out, he was asking me, can we park here? You're the first one parking here. Can we park here? And I'm like, I think
You
so.
can read the French, man. You're just guessing.
But he was an old Italian man. He was the sweetest guy. And he like, even though we didn't speak any of the same languages, made friends and stuff.
yeah.
I'm like,
That's so
I'd still be
cool.
kind of mad. I'd be like, hey, you still woke me up, man.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
oh,
Yeah.
no.
no,
I had been away.
We were awake. I was just like half asleep. I don't drink coffee, so it takes me a while to wake up in the mornings.
We did have
Are
that.
these rollerblades?
Oh, yeah.
Sick, dude.
There's been several times where we were like, oh,
You sit right here.
Blades
are
You
the
can
answer.
sit right here.
Like, and we were in Toronto, and like there's right all on the water, like there's you could just go.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh, so many people on rollerblades.
Toronto was the place that we found the most difficult to park in.
We just stayed in that Walmart, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you stayed at the Walmart parking
We're
lot.
Walmart junkies. for
Yeah, okay. That's your American embassy. The Walmart.
I guess well, that was just nowhere else to park. I mean,
When in
Walmart's-
doubt, park at a Walmart.
So good.
yeah.
I had someone try my door handles before.
Yeah, while you're in the
Like,
van.
Yeah, while I'm in the van sleeping. I like saw them go around and like they're like, you know, there's some crackhead or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely been kicked out of a park before
Uh-huh.
for branding there.
Did you know that you'd be kicked out potentially?
No, I'd stayed there for like a month straight,
Oh, snap.
which maybe was kind of ignorant, but I had a really good setup. So there's like my van was like this way, and there's like a huge concrete wall like right here. But it was only for this stretch of like 30 feet.
Yeah.
And so I would just get shaded from the sun in the morning. Perfect.
Yeah, that sounds really good. That's one of our cardinal rules is like, don't stay in a place a lot of time.
Yeah.
I was working like a mile down the street. So it was just so convenient. It was like a nice park. The bathroom was open all night. It was like a perfect setup. I was like, couldn't pass it.
There you go.
You're a whiny little.
Do you guys use gyms when you're living in the van? Which ones? Planet Fitness?
For life.
PF, y'all.
Yeah, for dude, I owe so much money and like gratitude to Walmart, Planet Fitness, and Holiday Inn Express.
These are all public companies. You can invest in right now.
I can invest in them.
Dude, I've gotten so many free breakfasts from Holiday Inn Express.
Snap.
That's what Ryan was telling
Hundreds. I'm not joking. I've
That's
never
like-
been questioned one time out of probably 200
taking
times.
That's
advantage
borderline
of the system.
stealing. Borderline stealing.
Oh no, it's stealing. That is stealing. It's theft. Yeah.
They probably throw a lot of it away. So
They're
they
gonna
don't
throw
really,
it away, but
oh, you're
still,
gonna eat that fly?
you know, it's still theft. You know, but I'm okay with it.
But if everybody did it,
If
from a
everyone did
content ethics standpoint, like everybody started doing
Right.
that, there would be no more complimentary breakfast.
That's true.
But
Then I
hey,
would-
we
then I
can't
would just
say
go
that
to,
we
like-
haven't been desperate sometimes and been like, dang, we have
Oh, I'm not even
our
des-
toilet's full.
Shut up.
What are we gonna do? Sorry, don't put that online.
We've talked about worse
Oh,
before.
God.
Yep.
Gotta do
I
what
don't
you
even do it out
gotta
of
do.
desperation. I could be like,
situations.
I could have just got paid and be like, I'm going to Holiday Inn Express tomorrow morning. Like, that's a reward for me. A free full breakfast.
gosh.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, don't tag Holiday Inn Express.
No, you should yeah, don't tag actually.
Yeah, dude, you need a sponsorship.
That's
Come on.
right.
I do. I would wear hats and t-shirts and everything.
Proud sponsor of hashtag van life.
Proud sponsor of Holiday Inn Express.
Chill out.
Continental breakfast for you.
We bought this cheap stuff from Cisco Foods, and we're giving it away to people who aren't staying
And it's-
here.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's in a microwave warmer for about 2 hours to reach
Ew.
peak freshness of eggs.
a microwave egg.
Yeah, the
So
eggs
you've
have
just like put van life on hiatus, right? For
Basically,
an
yeah.
indefinite period or what?
I don't know what's going on with me right now. I'm not opposed to going back to the van life,
Yeah.
but I just have a good opportunity here in New York, and they're paying me way more than I'm should be get paid right now.
Yeah.
So
Stay right here.
I'm just kind of cool with that for now. But I might be going to New Zealand in December/January. There's a
Okay.
girl that I know I'm decently involved with out of New Zealand. So I've been wanting to go to Australia and New Zealand for a while anyways, because they have just a really good working holiday program for Americans, where you just go there and work, and live for like a year,
Yeah.
and you get paid like 20 US an hour, like a minimum wage.
Wow.
So
Dang.
it's like, yeah, it's crazy. It's super cool. And it's beautiful. So
Yeah. That seems like a good deal.
might do that. Otherwise, probably back to San Diego, dude.
Yeah.
I miss San Diego so much.
That's the wintertime spot, man.
Yeah.
And it's the
You just gotta
summertime
get through
spot,
New York
too.
City for a year.
I don't know, dude.
It's gonna be tough.
I miss the
already
forest. I
exhausting.
miss
You'll thank yourself when I'll
I'll
when you're
definitely
done.
thank myself,
You'll be
yeah.
like,
myself.
Very true.
Because I'll
Yeah.
have a bank up to travel more.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Giving yourself
know.
options.
Were you working while you were living in the van and just traveling around?
Yeah, in LA, I was working and full time in the van.
Mm-hmm.
And then in San Diego, working full time in the van. With like month breaks here and there, but I never went probably like more than a month and a half or 2 months without a job.
What were you doing?
I was in sales in San Diego, and I was just working at an office for a supplement company
Yeah.
in LA, but they're paying me pretty well as well. So
Okay.
just relaxed jobs, nothing too.
Where were you in LA?
I was in Brentwood at
Uh-huh.
first, like West Side, and then I stayed in Santa Monica mainly,
Okay.
because there's a few parks around there that are pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can mess with in Santa Monica, huh?
I'm trying to think. Well, that's where like, no, I guess it was Westwood when I kind of got messed with. Westwood. With just with that wall, like I said, but I was staying there for too long, so I can't blame the guy for telling me to shoot off.
Yeah.
But yeah, never really know. Like Santa Monica, never too huge issue. I feel like they have a lot of other things to deal with, and they're not really worried about it. You know?
Yeah, sure.
A lot of homeless people in San Diego. I don't know why I laughed when I said that, but
We
don't
ate
put
up
that in line. It's gonna be like, van lifers hate homeless people. I'm not homeless. I'm home free. Damn.
I heard
House is not homeless.
there's a guy up in
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's
one.
somebody's tag on Instagram.
That's a good
so.
one.
this you deserve a spritz.
You've earned it.
You guys should try it. It's amazing.
There's this guy in
Self-cooling.
Vancouver who has coined a new. No, I'm good, thank you. I'm getting enough contact over here. There's a
It's so unnecessary, by the way.
wheel estate. I had never heard that before.
What?
Wheel estate.
Wheel estate?
Yeah, there's a guy up
Wheel
in
estate?
Vancouver who's coined the term wheel estate. He's like, land is too expensive. I'm investing in wheel estate.
I think he's
Love
just like,
it.
this is my home. Get out of my van.
Yeah, it's been
Why are
at
there
a
so
certain
many
point in
people
the
here?
night. He's like, you guys know it's bedtime, right?
He also gets like we can distract him for like half a podcast, and then he's like, "Okay, why is no one playing?"
And then he provides a really high tone foreground background
Stay
noise.
right here.
Okay, I gotta
so many
head
people
out,
in
guys.
here.
I gotta move my car, dude.
Yeah, we could call it. I mean, it's already 12,
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, we don't
Almost
want to
12.
keep you guys up too late.
and we have to take the train
Just have
back
to
to
take the
our,
train.
Unless there's something else you want to talk about.
Wait, you got to take the train back to what?
to our
It's like a
our
20-minute
van.
train.
To your
ride.
van?
30-minute train
We
ride.
didn't park around here.
This late at night, it'll be faster for you to walk.
I thought you were over
20-minute
here.
walk.
I don't know if we want to walk that long. Do you think we'll be okay on the
what you
subway,
guys
The train
right?
should be going.
Yeah, just later at night they
Just takes forever.
run less
Yeah.
frequently,
Yeah.
so
I
it might
think
end up
so.
taking you longer
Dude,
to
the buses
wait
at
for
night
the
are the
train.
worst.
But you know, if you've done limited thing, you're not in a hurry, you'll be all right.
So wait, what's going on with your van right now?
The
That was me.
what's it called, dude? The something with that like by the idler arms. Just basically
Tie rods.
tie rod. Yeah, bam. Yeah, the tie rods are just messed up right now.
The bolts.
They're just like loose and broken a little bit. And I'm driving to Ohio next Thursday. So like an 8-9 hour drive. I just want to make sure it's all good before we take it on the road.
Yeah. Probably don't want something in the drivetrain that's broken even a little bit.
Yeah.
When you're gonna
I mean,
drive
it's
that
like
long.
my dad's like, it'll probably be fine. But like if something were to go wrong, that would be it.
Yeah.
Might as well fix it. Like
And it might go big wrong, right?
he's
Going
like,
down the
yeah, I mean,
interstate
like
and
he's
the
like
tire
basically
blows
what
out.
he's basically the left tire would just stay straight and the right tire would just go straight to the right.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I've seen that happen before.
it wouldn't be the best. I wouldn't like flip. I don't think.
No.
I don't think. But if I'm on the highway going 60, like
That would be a bummer.
I'll-
That's a weird slide.
Don't-
I'll eat a ditch probably.
All right, dudes.
Full circle.
Yeah, thanks for doing it.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
You
This is
too.
the
You
biggest
too.
podcast
I know.
Biggest
we've ever done.
podcast.
So.
Snap.
Can you sit
Can I
down,
like
buddy?
put my face in it at one point? Like?
Yeah. This is what Alex
who we've
looks
been
like
talking
if
to
you,
the whole time.
Hey, what's
if you haven't seen him. All right, we did it. That was episode 25 of From the Van. 5 people in a van with a dog, whining and chewing on stuff. Really appreciate it if you've made it this far. Hope that you enjoyed the episode. Tune in next Tuesday for another episode of From the Van.